Hey guys, this is Blake here. For those who haven't heard, Robert Millian recently announced that he's going to do a video review award show. There's been a lot of controversy surrounding it, and I could definitely see why. It could be something that's pretty cool, but it could also really fail. The good points is that it can bring attention to the more underappreciated reviewers. It could also promote, trying to maintain a high quality among one's videos. Robert Millian at least has he's involved in different reviewing communities, from Reviewtopia to the That Got the Glasses forums, although granted that is pretty much Reviewtopia. He does like Critic TV, and he's even interviewed various That Got the Glasses members, so he can get many different fan bases involved. The downside is that I understand the rules correctly, and I've only skimmed through them. It'll pretty much be me, Robert, and the reviewer, and I don't know if anybody else has been chosen to be a judge, pretty much going through all these videos and deciding who deserves it. So that's pretty much 3 or maybe a few more people who make that decision, and I'm not really sure I like that idea. We've all been accused of being That Got the Glasses fans, and I almost feel that you need to get people who are on the other side involved, so the results aren't so predictable. Because if the That Got the Glasses guys or the Angry Video Game Nerd, if they take home so many awards, what's the point of that? I mean, they're already incredibly popular. All that's going to do is, like I said, make us look like fanboys, and the award show has pretty much accomplished nothing other than stroking their egos. On the other hand, we might be really thinking about that when we make our decision. We might say, okay, well, Angry Joe has great production values, but Apollo Z Hack, I think, is just as good. But because nobody knows about Apollo Z Hack, or at least not as many people know about him, we're going to go ahead and give it to Apollo Z Hack. Well, is that honest? That just seems like it's just going the complete other route. I think the best way to make it work is to just go everything about it objectively, but I just don't know if I'm capable of it, at least. I've been trying to shed my fanboy image. I know, because at most of my earlier reviews on That Got the Glasses reviewers, I made a point to go after the ones I really liked. So I at least will be thinking about it when I make my decision, and I don't think that's really fair. And that's pretty much it on the quality regard. But the main reason that I'm going to ask you guys this, because I can't make a decision myself, is if I do decide to do this, you're going to be seeing a delay in critiquing the critics. I've been trying to get an episode out at least every 2 weeks. I'm hoping tomorrow I can get one of those quickie episodes. But if I do this, I'm going to be watching like 50 to 100 videos, and that's an ass load of videos. And, Robert Millian made a point to say, you've probably seen many of these guys anyway, but the truth is, I probably haven't. I've maybe seen one podcast in my whole life. I'm completely inexperienced in that regard. I just don't really see the appeal. Same with Let's Play, even though I don't think there's an award for that. But, this is definitely going to take a major chunk out of my time. So I figured instead of making a decision myself, I'd just go ahead and ask my fans, what do you guys want? Do you guys want me to do this? Would it be worth fewer critiquing the critics episodes, at least until the beginning of next year? I don't think I'm going to be filming anything until either late this year or beginning of next year, but most of it's just watching videos. So what I decided to do is I have a link in my description of a poll. It's just a scrappy free webs page, but I have a poll on that, and I'd like you to vote. Now, if you aren't a watcher of mine, and you're a fan of Robert Millian, don't vote. And same if you're like an Ace Salieri fan who just kind of watched this because you're familiar with the whole controversy surrounding this award show. Don't vote either. I just want my fan base to make that decision. If you are a watcher of my videos, go ahead and vote. And I'll probably close that within a week or so, maybe a week or two. And however that goes is how I'll make my decision on whether or not I'll do this. So that's it. I'll see you guys later.